Hello, fellow hair loss people. Thank you for tuning in. Today is day 63, which puts me at 9 weeks. So I'm 9 weeks post-op currently. You can see my growth. It's actually pretty strong on this side. You can see these guys are growing in pretty well over here. Over here, it's not as well. You've got a lot of hairs kind of stopping right at the scalp. It is what it is. I do know that hair growth is not always uniform on both sides. That is very much the case with me. One thing I did want to talk about is post-operative communication with your doctor. So I have friends who have gone to other clinics, and I would say that the post-op care, if they've got questions, if they've got issues going on, it usually takes about a day or two to hear back. And I would say my contact with Fuecapilar has been phenomenal. So if you guys can see really close in here, I've got what looks to be either an ingrown hair or a pimple of some sort, and I've had a couple of them. Pretty common in the post-op process. Keep in mind, they're setting thousands and thousands of hairs in your head. A couple of them are bound to be ingrown or bound to get a little infection or whatever. I wanted to give a shout out to Fuecapilar, so I did reach out to my point of contact at Fuecapilar. His name is Jose. I sent him a message on a Sunday, US time, East Coast time at like 6 p.m. I got a message back in about 3 or 4 hours. And basically my question was, how do I address this so that it doesn't get infected? And so basically he told me hot compresses, and then if it comes up, you put a little bit of cold on there, and then Neosporin to keep it from getting infected. It's been great to have kind of constant communication. It just kind of puts me at ease a little bit and takes the worry out of it. But yeah, so for those of you who've been following in my other videos, I am going to a wedding this coming weekend. I was hoping that I would be in better shape, but I am not. So I have purchased the Topic hair fibers. I'm going to be using them in the wedding this weekend. I will take pictures and let you guys know how it works out. Hopefully I've got enough hair here that they have something to grip to. But in terms of scalp redness, I think I'm in pretty good shape. And you could see parts of my scalp are going back to normal, and then parts of it are red. It's a little tough to tell, but you can see it's kind of two colors. Right here, you've got kind of the normalish area, and then on the edge, it's still pretty red. I do know that, it does just take time. At the same time that I had my surgery, I did have a friend that had his surgery. I had a lot of shock loss right after mine. He didn't have any shock loss. I've had a very red scalp. His scalp has not been red hardly at all. So every person is just totally different. This is just more of a guideline of what I've had to of what I've had so far, and what hopefully you guys can expect or better. So looking in here, and then I'll do the full. I always turn myself around there. This is my full back and donor area. As you can see, it's totally healed up. Looking at my scalp, the scalp is kind of the forgotten about area for me. For whatever reason, it's one of those things, it's the back of your head. I'm not really looking at it very often. And I'm a pretty tall guy. I stand about 6'2", so no one's really looking at my scalp ever, so I don't really think about it. But I did get hairs transplanted back there, about 1,500. So they are also taken off, and they're definitely growing in. I check on them every couple of days in the mirror and kind of put my phone up and take a quick peek, and they're definitely coming in. They look pretty consistent with kind of this area of my head. Pretty strong growth. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Drop a like, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.